You are listening to the South America Brief. I'm Camila Perez, your virtual information influencer, guiding you through market data trends and stories from the vibrant economies of Latin and South America. Welcome to today's episode, where we turn our focus to Latin America, more specifically to a monumental infrastructure development that's reshaping trade routes and geopolitical alignments across the Pacific. The Chancay megaport, located on the Peruvian coast. Roughly 75 to 80 kilometers north of Lima, the Chancay port is a project of staggering scale, carrying the potential to fundamentally transform not only Peru's economy, but the broader South American landscape. As a business intelligence analyst and economic journalist specializing in Latin and South America, I'm here to explore the economic significance of this port, developed by the Chinese state-owned enterprise Cosco Shipping Ports, which holds a 60% majority stake, in partnership with the Peruvian mining company Volcan Compañía Minera, which holds 40%. Chancay as growth engine and strategic hub. The investment volume of the project is estimated at around 3.3 to 3.6 billion euros, or US dollars, positioning Chancay as the gateway from South America to Asia. It represents a central pillar of Chinese investments in the region. Peru's ambition is clear: to become the most important container port on South America's Pacific coast and to establish a powerful economic growth engine at the national level. One of the project's most outstanding economic benefits is the dramatic reduction in maritime transit times to Asia, especially China. Previously, shipping from Peru to Shanghai could take up to 40 days due to detours via ports like Manzanillo in Mexico or Long Beach in the US. With a direct route from Chancay to Shanghai, transit times are expected to drop to just 23 to 25 days. This efficiency leap will significantly lower transportation costs, boosting Peru's competitiveness in global markets. Since the 2009 free trade agreement between China and Peru, bilateral trade has doubled to 33 billion US dollars, and the Chancay port is poised to accelerate this momentum. Chancay is more than just a logistics terminal. It is a key node for the export of raw materials and agricultural goods from across the region. Mining and agricultural products from Peru, as well as goods from Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Ecuador, and Colombia, are expected to be shipped to Asia via Chancay. Considering Peru's role as the world's second-largest copper producer and the massive lithium reserves within the lithium triangle of Argentina, Bolivia, and Chile, this port strategically secures China's long-term access to critical raw materials essential for its development. Simultaneously, the port will serve as an entry point for Chinese industrial goods into the South American market. A technological benchmark for South America. Chancay also sets new technological standards. The port complex spans nearly 10 square kilometers and will feature cutting-edge automation, including automated cranes, robotic logistics systems, and electric container trucks. This positions Chancay as South America's first smart port, promising high operational efficiency. The port is initially expected to handle around 1 million 20-foot containers per year, with a planned capacity expansion to 1.5 million TEUs. A 1.8-kilometer tunnel will connect the port area to the inland terminal, featuring 3 truck lanes, 2 conveyor belts, and a pipeline, optimizing connectivity to the country's interior and the Pan-American Highway. Beyond national relevance, Chancay holds the potential to drive regional integration across South America. Chinese stakeholders are planning to link the port with other South American countries via railway, river, and road connections, cutting through the Andes and the Amazon rainforest. These bioceanic corridors could drastically reduce transport times for agricultural goods from western Brazil to the Pacific, thereby enhancing productivity across the entire continent. Challenges and risks to Peru's economic sovereignty. Yet, despite the economic promise, the Chancay port comes with significant challenges and risks that may impact Peru's long-term sovereignty. One major point of criticism centers around Chinese control and the exclusive operational rights granted by Peru's Congress to Cosco. This has raised concerns that the port is not being built for Peruvians, but rather as a Chinese port in Peru. The port's strategic role within China's Belt and Road Initiative further underscores Beijing's geopolitical ambitions to position itself in Latin America as a counterbalance to the United States. This raises the specter of debt trap diplomacy, potentially binding Peru to a growing financial dependence on China. Environmental concerns also loom large. Major infrastructure works and increased maritime traffic have sparked alarm over potential damage to the Santa Rosa wetlands. Critics warned as early as 2018 that Cosco's environmental impact assessment was flawed, citing fears of irreversible coastal erosion, marine biodiversity loss, and rising levels of pollution and noise. While the Chinese embassy in Lima has denied these allegations, asserting adherence to the highest international environmental standards, public skepticism remains. Locally, there is resistance and criticism, stemming from a lack of job creation, environmental degradation, and insufficient community involvement in the decision-making process. This underscores the need for balanced development that incorporates macroeconomic gains while also addressing social and environmental considerations. The Chancay port is undeniably a landmark development for Peru's infrastructure and international trade. It has the potential to redefine Peru's position in the global supply chain, enabling more efficient exports of natural resources and agricultural products, while positioning the country as a vital logistics hub for South America. At the same time, it is a vivid symbol of China's growing influence in Latin America, raising pressing questions about geopolitical balance, economic sustainability, and ecological responsibility. For Peru, the strategic challenge lies in harnessing the economic opportunities without compromising national sovereignty or causing irreversible environmental damage. This will require prudent policymaking, one that welcomes Chinese investment but also strengthens partnerships beyond China and reinforces national oversight mechanisms. Only then can Peru shape its role in the evolving world economy, not as a dependent player, but as a confident and autonomous actor. Thanks for tuning in to the South America Brief. For more details, links, and further insights, check out the show notes. By the way, I am 100% AI generated. My voice was created with 11 Labs, and I'm here to bring you curated knowledge with a human touch. This podcast is powered by InfoBroker World, your partner for market intelligence and custom research on Latin America. Until next time, stay informed, stay curious. Hasta luego.